This is VanCam. This is VanCam. You waited for.
Steve, I want the hedge cutters back. You've had them since 2012. Buddy, oh well a daddy, buddy. How are we doing, everyone? It's Kev Ashford here for the not world famous VanCam. Absolute belter of a tune on the radio there. How are you doing? Are you very well like me? Listen, this week Man United played Real Madrid in something called the Super Cup, which is like a glorified kind of community shield. It's where the winners, obviously, the Europa League and the Champions League meet each other. And I do think the class kind of told. I mean, at the end of the day, we're playing the best team in the world. They won the Champions League, best team in Europe, arguably the best team in the world. We got beat 2-1, you know, we've not disgraced ourselves, have we? Or have expectations been set high again because we signed Lukaku, Lindelof, Matic, you know, all big money signings. But I think there's positives we can take from it. And if one of them is that we won't be playing Real Madrid every week. So get that out your head. And straight away, we've got West Ham on Sunday. If we go and beat them, then we just put the Super Cup behind us. In fact, I put it behind me already. I'm not really asked about it at all. If we'd have won it, yeah, all right. And we didn't, so yeah, all right. You know, I'm going off that. Performances. David De Gea stands out again. Kept us in the game. Few vital saves and that. Valencia's always, a 7. Lindelof, Victor Lindelof, few question marks over him. He's getting a bit of shit in the media and that, you know, he's not a United player, he's getting caught out. If anything, the ball that went over his head, you know, you got knobheads, the Scouse contingent of McManaman, Steven Gerrard, you know, coming out half-time saying he didn't look the part, doesn't look made for the Premier League. Let's give the guy who played the ball through some credit. It was a beauty of a ball and it cleared Lindelof and they took the lead. That's all I'm going off. And let's just say as well, Jaap Stam in his first game for United got absolutely torn to shreds by Nicolas Anelka at Wembley and he became an absolute great at United. Big Jaap Stam. And the rest, Darmian, there's question marks still over Darmian. And into midfield, I've got to mention Matic because I mentioned on this the other week, a lot of people underwhelmed by the fact that we signed Matic for 40 million. Why are we signing Matic? He's a Chelsea reject. Listen to the comments that Conte's said this week. He did not want to let Matic go. It's the club that let him go. And he's perfect for our team. He's a Mourinho player, and in the 2 games I've seen, the game against Sampdoria, in the game in Dublin, I think he played 45 minutes, and the game in the Super Cup, he breaks the play up. He's a lot quicker than what I thought he was, but breaks the play up, and he's going to give licence for Pogba to roam. Now, this is the one disappointing thing from that game. Pogba, don't know whether he was trying that thing of last season, you know, kind of keep the ball, it's the Pogba show. You know, just give it easy, sunshine. There was a couple of moments there where he burst through the defence. If you just give an easy ball, instead he's gone for the Hollywood shot, top corner. You're not even made the goal. Herrera's always gives his all. Love Ander Herrera. And then Jesse Lingard. Jesse fuckface Lingard. What's he doing out on the left? I know it's easy to say this now, but looking back, you know, we've got Martial and Rashford on the bench. Rashford made a top impact when he come on, but honestly, Lingard, man, he's a squad player at best. And I say that, you know, wholeheartedly, and I think I'm paying him far too much respect. He's a squad player. People still bang on saying, Lingard, you know, he's one for the future. He's this, he's that. One for the future. The fucker's about 23, 24. And midway through your 20s, you should be ripping it up by now. He's not made a place in his team his own. So I really don't see where we go with Lingard here. There's Martial for me before him, and definitely Rashford should be starting against West Ham. Hopefully, if we can take anything from the Super Cup, it's the fact that Lingard has not impressed and will not make that starting 11 against West Ham. Up front, Lukaku took his chance, but also missed an absolute sitter as well. But it'll take time for him, you know, to get used to the team and that. But hopefully, we'll hit the floor running against West Ham. Let's get straight into many people's favourite part of this show. This is Fellini Watch. Just spat.
McTominay has it for United. Looking for Fellaini.
Yes, this is Fellini Watch, the part of the show where I see what Marrowan, foot-faced, hairy-headed bastard Fellaini has been at this week at Manchester United. Because he always put... You're probably wondering anyway what I'm doing. I couldn't find a bandage to put round my head, so I found some sandpaper. I think it's working quite well. It looks more like a kind of light cover or something, doesn't it? A shade, a lampshade. Anyway, that's the joke gone. Wasn't very good, that one. But I'm doing it because Fellini, come on. And you know what? He did all right. What's wrong with Kevin? But he did pull a ridiculous face. This was sent in by many people. Highly hilarious. It's the kind of tackle that we used to fill the next Duncan Edwards-Jones coming out with at Man United. But a beautiful picture. I think we'll start using that one for Fellaini Watch. But the first observation, he comes onto the pitch and I'm thinking, what the fuck have we brought this bushy-haired fanny face on for? Anyway, his first touch, he wins the ball. I'm thinking, great, just give it easy. You might remember it if you watched it, I'm sure you did. He plays the ball straight out, as if somebody's injured on the pitch. You know, there was no United player near him. There was no player injured either, throwing to Real Madrid. But from then, he couldn't have got any worse than that. He did go from strength to strength, and he did kind of boss the game, did he? Yeah, you know, he got into his rhythm, held the ball up, you know, chested it off, controlled it on his shoulder. The stuff that Marrowan is good at. Now, the best thing was he stuck the head on Sergio Ramos, who is an absolute thunder twat. But in true Marrowan style, instead of busting, you know, the back of Sergio Ramos's head open, he goes and busts his own head open, which is why I had the sandpaper. You get it round the head. But Fellaini was down for about 7 minutes, and the pandemonium that surrounded this incident was the fact that the physios come onto the pitch, and Fellaini's obviously dazed and said, I've cut my head. So the physio's looking at Fellaini and thinking, well, whereabouts on your head? I can see the blood's gushing down. You know, it's in the throat, which is technically like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You know, this is like trying to find a water source in the Amazon. So the physio's having a look. He's rooting. 7 minutes this nearly went on, and that's the 7 minutes that was played at the end of the game. They had to root through that horrible, greasy, bushy throat. They found the source of the cut the blood was coming from, and they managed to stem it by putting a plaster on his head and a bandage round it, which made him look like some kind of karate expert. That's Fellaini Watch. Okay, so last week we played a little game. We play it every week now. It's called What Did Kev Say? It's simple. I'm going to have to repeat myself, so sorry to all the regulars, but all you do is I say a little piece, a couple of seconds long. All you have to do is open up the comments, get what in, well, put it in the comments what I said word for word, and you get a shout out. It's as simple as that, man. So last week's clip was
and anything of the bastard.
Easy. I said last week, it's a piece of piss, or it is when you know what it is. It is speeded up slightly to make it more difficult, otherwise it would be no crack at all. But, and again,
and anything of the bastard.
There we go. So last week, Beachy45 said, answer, I nearly fell off the bar stool. That was so close, sunshine, so close. The Uskite report said, yes, Kev, we think what did Kev say is, he did the filthy bastard. Not really even close with that. Thanks for the good work. Well, they said keep up the good work. Thanks for that. Try again this week. You could win this week. Who else have we got? We have got Dilly D said, hashtag what did Kev say? I didn't have to go to the restroom. Well off the mark. I'm not even close. Not even the one. And the winner, there can only be one. There was loads. Thanks very much all for getting involved. The winner was Matthew Cartwright. Fair play to your son. He said, easy one this week. What did Kev say? Let's hear it once more.
And anything of the bastard.
It was, what was it? And then I fell off the bar stool in a bit of an Irish accent, quickened up. But well done, Matthew Cartwright. Yeah, well, that was brilliant, that lad. Well done. Like I always say, getting a shout out on VanCam is a big thing. And the last time, I think it was Stuart Bowman, he got a shout out a while ago, and he got in touch to say that his family, friends, and everybody respects him so much more now. So there you go. So let's run this week's Get the Comments Open and get ready to get in what I am about to say, and you could win next week. Are you ready for it? In a little game called What Did Kev Say?
What did Kev say?
Yeah, that was
What did Kev say?
So all you have to do now is get this comment section open, put in what you think I said. If you get it word for word and you're the first person to get it absolutely bang on, you get the shout out. Next up, it's back this week because United play West Ham. The Premier League is back. It's time for tactical analysis. Fix up, look sharp. Yes, it's obviously Kev here anyway, but we are back, and because we play West Ham on Sunday at Old Trafford, first game of the Premier League, get in there. But for the first one of the season, it is tactical analysis. Now, I am the perfect man to be in this position to give you a guided tour of, you know, the analysis, what to expect from West Ham and that is because I played football at a very high level, be it, you know, Sunday League, pub Sunday League football, but it was for the Fiddler's Green of Levenshulme, and back in 2001 I once scored 6 goals in 3 games. That was 2 goals a game and 3 different games on the run. It's never been bettered or matched in the South Manchester League, so in that way I'm a legend, and you know, I'm an expert in this kind of thing. I also went on the Sir Bobby Charlton Soccer School back in '93. That was in Trafford somewhere. So I mean, you know where I'm coming from. I am the person to be teaching you lot what you need to know about Sunday. So for this, you thought it had gone away. It really is back. It's the Louis van Gaal final facts. It is. And in this, I have my report. I've been doing this all week in my spare time. I don't get much spare time now, being a father of 2 and a lovely husband. But what can I tell you? West Ham, they have Danny Dyer, who is an absolute tit, as their celebrity fan. And also, they sing a song about bubbles. Pretty bubbles. Yeah? Pretty bubbles that float up into the sky and they get so high, some bollocks like that. And this coming from a crowd of wankers that, you know, constantly are watching Green Street on repeat. They'll be watching it on Sunday morning before they take off to Old Trafford, getting in the zone, you know, Stone Island coats on, all that shite, ready for a ruckus. Basically, any group of yobs that sing about bubbles, you know, flowing up to the sky, have a word. The return of Chicharito Hernandez. Don't know why I did that, but it sounded much better than the Manc accent just saying it normally. Hernandez does return. He'll get a really good reception. Of course he will. He was a great player at United. But the rest of the players, they've got Zabaleta. You know, everybody banging on. Even Mourinho jumped on saying that West Ham can win the league. You know, can they? They've got Joe Hart, who's not even England's #1 anymore, really. Zabaleta, who's, you know, finished. Who else have they signed? Chicharito's a good signing. And apart from that, that is that. Tactical analysis. Yeah, you know, Andy Carroll looks like a horse. Chicharito, danger man. Apart from that, should be winning. So case closed on that. I hope you've enjoyed tactical analysis. That will be here every week, where I cast my eye over and just give you a little inkling into what's going on. The expert that is Kev Ashford. Right, next part and last part of the show, it is your comments. Yeah, man! I know exactly what you're thinking. Kev's listening to Oasis and he's wearing Ray-Ban Wayfarers. Can this guy get any cooler? And you know what? He probably couldn't get any cooler, but you know what I mean anyway. It's time for your comments. this is the part of the show where you lot get your say. First in, Patrick Flood. He said, my FLA reporting in, enjoy VanCam every week. Love Fellini Watch and always thought your weekly homage to the bushy-haired bog brush was in fact a measure of appreciation and respect. It has been recently. I've given him a little bit of respect. Credit where credit's due. But at the end of the day, when the sun goes down, he's still got a greasy, bushy throw. And that's all I'm going. And he can't play football. So, next up was Safaraz Rahman, who said, this is amazing. Load of smiley faces. Subscribed in big letters. That's what I want to wear. Get subscribing, get commenting, get liking, get sharing. Do all that shit, yeah? Thought so. Stuart Bowman, back in the house. Bowman is the man. He's got man in his name. I hope you're alright, mate. He said, another great show. How does he do it? Week after week, he amazes, informs us about everything United. Sure you'll agree that tactical analysis is back. And that is the point where I can get across to you everything you need to know about upcoming fixtures, so look out for that. It'll be coming back every week now that the season has started. Next up was Pingo Pong, who said, I hate the Manx, but Kev, you are funny. Ha 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 ha. I'll give you a like and a subscribe anyway. So, Mr. Pingo Pong, you're not from Thailand by any chance, are you? But I like that. You know, we're breaking down walls here on VanCam. And if you are a Scouser or a Liverpool fan or whatever, you know, and you don't like the Manx, I don't like the Scousers, but we found some common ground, haven't we? We found something there. Alex Rudd said, I hear Fellaini is staying because he likes being on Fellini Watch. I have my sources. Would not put it past you. And you know what? Last week was a first. Over 100 likes on the video and no dislikes. It's no surprise. I'm guessing that Fellaini did not watch it. David Moyes and Louis Van Nobed, they're usually the 3 dislikes I get every week. Neil Erskine said, love watching VanCam, Kev, you're mad as fuck. Love it, can't wait for the new season to start. Come on United. Thumbs up from me for that. Gregor McHugh said, Fellini Watch is the highlight of my week. You need to, honestly mate, get a hobby or something. You can tell there's no football, can't you? But at least you're going to be back supporting the Reds this week and that, so you'll have something else to talk about. Duncan Orr at Dirty Dunks on the old Twitter said, you are going to have a word with YouTube, Kev. This advert is on before VanCam. I'm not accepting that. And it's a picture of Steven Gerrard. Now, a few people have got in touch and said there's an advert on YouTube and basically they're playing Steven Gerrard, that dirty Scouser, but let's embrace it. Dirty Dunks, yeah? This guy could have won the title for Liverpool if he hadn't have slipped on his dirty Scouse arse. We all remember it, don't we? That was a belter. And at the end, of course, we're going to get a lookalike. Now this week's, it isn't the usual Burt whistle. It is Hayden Burgess 3 on Twitter who sent this in. Is Kevin Ashford 7 is the long lost member of Triplets. I'm sorry that you had to hear this from me. Hashtag VanCam lookalike. Cheeky bastard! Jedward, are you having a laugh? Don't ever mention me and them 2 spiky-haired fuckwits in the same sentence. I am not happy with this. I'm not happy. I hate that pair of pricks. Silly Irish bastards. Don't mean to offend the Irish. My wife's Irish, believe it or not. That cheeky bastard. That's it, man. I'm done. That is the end of VanCam this week. I've got something to tell you. Some of you are not going to like. VanCam decided to knock it on the head. Yeah, never doing it again. This is the last one, so enjoy. It's taking up too much of my time. I'm joking. But on a serious note, your face was a belter. I'm not doing it next week. I'm in Ireland. I'm going to Ireland this weekend. I'm going for the week. Little lad Rory's getting christened over there, and I'm going to be on the bay for couple of days, maybe the full week, we'll see. So no VanCam next week, but still get all your comments in, get all that in. Drop a like on the video. That is the appreciation that you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you enjoy the match at the weekend, yeah? We're playing West Ham. I cannot wait. I'll be watching it in a bar in Derry or Donegal, wherever I am. I don't even know where I'll be. Head's totally up my arse. So enjoy the match anyway. Like I say, it's West Ham. I think I've told you everything you need to know about these Southern Fairies. And as always, come on, United! Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Are you?